everyone, this is Impulse, and welcome back to the Hermitcraft server. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing amazing. We are going to continue working on this deal here behind me. And, here, I gotta turn around here, make sure you're not mad or anything, are you? Okay, he just wants to come and say hi, I guess. You want a hug? So yeah, we're going to continue working on this. We started it in the last video, the last episode Tango and I did, and got the walls and the ceiling, and we just kind of ended it right here. Like, bloop, yep, this, but that's not going to work, no. So what I want to do today, what I want to accomplish is I want to get this track all the way out to where our future nether base is going to be. So I think we've got the center point finally picked out so I can do that. But I want to just kind of start things off by actually installing the, what would you call it, the launcher, the minecart launcher, and kind of the minecart ejector setup. So this is kind of, you know, we live in the U.S., so we drive on the right side of the road here. So we're gonna go out this way and turn and go down and all the way to the base. And when you're coming back, it's gonna come this way and kind of turn over here and eject you. And so I want kind of what I want is this to be super simple. Like, basically, there's always a minecart just waiting for you. You right-click, and boom, it sends you off. That's all you have to do. Hit one button to get in the cart, and you go. And as soon as you go, I want the whole launcher to be replenished with another minecart. And then kind of the same thing on the way back, I want it to just eject you, and you're just like here, and off you go. And that cart that you get ejected from needs to be put back into the launcher system so that it kind of continues to be filled. And we'll get like a extra stockpile in there as well. So what I'm going to do now is stop babbling because I'm too good at that at the beginning of every video. And I'm going to just go ahead and install the launcher, and then I'll come right back. So we're just going to do some jump cuts today. See you in a second. Alright, I'm back, and I have done some things here. I didn't make it look pretty just yet, because I wanted to show you guys exactly how this is going to work. It's actually pretty cool mechanics here. You can see, barely, that there is a hitbox right here, and that's because there's a string in there. You really can't even see the string looking at it here, but you can see there's definitely a hitbox. And what I've done is I've created a flush kind of in-wall bud detector here, and that's what this piston is, with these two slime blocks there and then the redstone block there. And if you guys don't know how bud works, it's basically this redstone block is kind of bud powering this piston, which means as soon as this piston gets an update, it's going to realize that it's being powered, and then this is actually going to move this redstone block out, and then it's going to realize that it's no longer being powered and retract. And then as that moves over, we're going to take that signal and we kind of bring it down into a pulse extender here, a little crude pulse extender, and then over to this block here to power the track and send the card off. And that pulse extender just gives the track enough power to enough time to power both tracks and get the card out. Now the problem I was having here is underneath this track I wanted a dispenser there to spit a new cart onto the track after you leave. And the biggest problem I was having was every time I powered this block here, it would actually kind of bud power the dispenser. So to bypass that, I basically put another line in here that is going to unpower this torch. So you can see right now, if I come down here, this dispenser right here, that's a dropper, is getting powered from this repeater and this torch here, and that's going to keep it from firing when the track gets powered, and that way it doesn't spit out a cart until you actually take off. So here, I'll just go ahead and demonstrate this guy. Basically, like I said before, I want it to be kind of hands-free, so you hop in the cart and off you go. And now there should be, and I think you might have heard the click, when I get back, another cart sitting there waiting for you. You can kind of see that we have a little dropper elevator, so if I can load this one up with carts as people come back, and it will get shot up into this one here, and it should just replenish itself every time somebody comes back, so that should be good. But yeah, really, really simple, hands-free. There will always be a cart waiting, and now I can kind of close this up and make it look good. And then the other thing we need to do is I want to, as you come back, I want you to get ejected from the cart. And I want that cart to then get stored back into this system over here. So hopefully for the most part, people that go to the base will come back at some point. And then that way the carts kind of stay even. Instead of, like, you know, if you just basically took this track down and never came back over and over again, the carts would go missing. So we may do just a couple buffer here, you know, fill this dispenser up with carts so there's at least 9 Potentially might make a chest that could fill it up more. We'll wait and see if this becomes a problem or not, but I think it's going to be just fine. So let's see. Did I put that cart back? There, we'll put it in the bottom one, kind of simulate one coming back in. And yeah, really, really, really simple setup there. Really easy. I like the fact that it's completely hands-free. So all you have to do is jump in the cart and go. And yeah, so let's next work on the actual drop-off system, and then I'll need to run a line underneath all this stuff to get the cart back into this dropper elevator. So, all right, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so the drop-off part of this is actually really super simple. You can see it's just a cactus here, and we got a hopper underneath. So basically, we'll start down here, make sure we're at max speed, and this is working here, and boom, kicks you out right here, and you can just walk on out. Really, really simple. And then as you can see, if we go down here, we have the hopper here, collected the cart, so don't have to worry about the cactus, you know, breaking the cart and actually destroying it or anything like that. Oh, I hear an endermite down here. Oh, there you are. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, those things, so annoying. All right, so we'll come back up here, and oh, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd that come from? Just got random carts. Oh, maybe I hit it or something. Anyway, so yeah, the next piece is, now that that is collecting it, I want to actually take the carts that get collected here and put them into a little storage system over here that replenishes this dispenser there. You can see it's already empty here, so we'll put some carts back in it. And okay, so yep, I think that's good. So yeah, we have the taking off part working just fine, and we oh no, I wonder if this is gonna be a problem. Oh, that is an interesting, hello. Oh, this is interesting. Pigman decided to go for a ride. Pigman might go for a ride and take all the carts down. I mean, we really shouldn't have Pigmen walking around too much in here, but maybe I want to somehow make it so Pigmen can't actually get on the track. Yeah, that's a good idea. If they can't get on the track, then they can't get in the cart, and that should be just fine. So yeah, I'll probably put some glass above the rails here, and I'll have to figure out how to make this thing completely Pigman proof. Don't hit them, don't hit them. Whew. That was gonna cause some trouble. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put some of this glass, well, maybe this orange glass, above the rail, and that will keep these rails Pigman proof, so they're not going for joy rides like that guy did there. But first, I want to put in the little collection system for the carts. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Oh no! I done did it! It happened! I knew it was gonna happen eventually. This is gonna be a hazard of building in the nether. I can see it already. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go far away. Oh man. Are we cool, man? Is it all good? Sorry about that. Alright, we're all good now. Yeah, I basically, well, okay, let me tell you what happened. So over here, there was a 1x2 hole. I fixed it, but it was kind of like, it was like this. And I was running around kind of looking at this and installing this hopper chain here, and I fell in the hole. And there was 2 other pigmen in here with me, and so I decided, okay, I'm just going to jump out and ender pearl. And sure enough, I ender pearl right into another pigman. So yeah, they were a little angry. So just went up to the gold farm for a little bit, did some AFK in there for about 5 minutes, just to give them time to cool down a bit and forget about what happened. And yeah, now they're okay. They're okay. So yeah, like I said, I installed this hopper chain here to collect the carts. It kind of comes around here, and then we'll put the carts into this bottom dropper, which is going to get powered every time somebody takes off and shoot carts up into the dispenser. And that's how we're going to kind of refill this system here. And you can see, because the dropper is powered, we're going to get kind of a holdup of carts, but every time somebody takes off, it's gonna release that power, and then we'll be able to get items back into, or carts back into, that hopper there. So that should work out just fine. Let me see if I can get out of here, and we'll do a little test run here. And oh man, we're way out here. And then I cleaned up the entrance as well. One thing that I'm pretty bummed about is I couldn't do the redstone plus sign in here, because basically it was then Bud powering the piston, and we didn't want that. So it's kind of got the same shape, but no redstone, which is kind of a bummer because it's not symmetrical. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. May just ditch the whole redstone plus sign all together on this entrance. But I need to think about it a bit. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and just test this guy here. Get launched still. Make sure I didn't break anything by covering up all the ugliness there. And get back in, come back out, eject, boom. All right, so this looks okay now. And new cart's waiting for you. And if we go back down, we should have the cart that I just got out of sitting in here. Yep. And then these are filled back up. Good. Yeah, so it's working perfectly. Really simple design, and yeah, it's gonna suit our needs. I love the fact that it's hands-free, like I mentioned before, that there's always a cart just waiting for you, and it's not taking up a lot of real estate, just the piston showing and the string there. But yeah, we need to make sure also that we're not having a problem with pigmen. And so hopefully what we need to do here, and this will work, is just kind of cover. They can spawn on these tracks, so we need to cover up the tracks here as we go. Of course, the next step is to finish this track all the way out to the entrance of the base. So that's going to take some work. Let's see, can they spawn? Yeah, they'll be able to spawn, I think, on the hopper. So let's cover that up as well. Let's just see how this looks as we go here. And one thing that's nice is when you're riding with your head in glass, you kind of don't even notice that you're in glass. So let's see, is it harder? It's not too much harder now to get in the cart. So we get in and still launches you. Like I said, you hardly notice that you're in the glass. And now it's spawn proof, so we're not going to have any pigmen in our way. I guess the little dudes, the little pigmen, could still spawn here. But hopefully that's going to be so rare that it's not going to be a problem. So, yep, okay, so that should be good. We have these spots here that I don't know what to do with. If I just make them, if I make it like just glass, that would make it spawn proof, but I'm not sure if, actually, yeah, I think that looks okay. What do you guys think? I think that looks just fine. Yeah, any thoughts you have about what I can do about this situation? But just making sure everything is spawn proof. That's really, really important here. And now we have kind of this sheltered walkway too. If anybody, whatever reason, doesn't want to take a minecart, they can walk through here as well on top of the lava. It's kind of cool that you're surrounded by all the orange glass. And yeah, so okay, next step is to go ahead and continue extending this track. Kind of, we're going to take it down and then all the way out to the center point, or the entrance of where the base is going to be here in the nether. So I think what I'll do is I got a live stream coming up with Tango here real soon, and maybe him and I can just work on that during the live stream. I might capture footage. I might not. We'll see. It's kind of hard for me to record and live stream at the same time, especially with the whole NVIDIA driver bug that's going on. So anyway, Tango and I are going to work more on this track during the live stream. Hopefully you guys were able to catch that. If not, I'm sure there'll be at least a Twitch replay for you guys to take a look at. And yeah, we need to get the rest of this spawn proof. But anyway, all right, so cool. We'll go take care of a lot of this track business, and I will be back in a few. Alright, so as you saw in the time lapse there, Tango and I actually were able to get quite a bit done on the live stream. It always goes a little slower than you hope for because, you know, you're interacting with the viewers of the live stream and things like that. And if you guys happen to catch the live stream, thanks for coming out. We had a lot of fun. And if you didn't, don't worry about it. We know we stream at the absolute worst time we possibly could. It's just we don't really have much choice. It's just we have our jobs get in the way and things like that. But anyway, we did accomplish quite a bit here. As you can see, I just want to finish this track out because I want to show you guys a bit of an issue that we realized. But we got to lay the track all the way down still. You can see we started these walls up, and there's going to be some very interesting things happening with these walls. And I think I'm not going to tell you guys. Well, I guess the people in the stream saw, so they're probably going to leave comments anyway. So might as well tell you guys. You can see there's a little window here, and we're going to be putting something behind this window. This window's not here just so you can look out into the beautiful nether. We're actually going to be putting a little display case in here, and inside behind this window will be named mobs. And we're going to take some mobs from the overworld and the nether and kind of mix them up here. So you'll get some blaze, you'll see some creepers, skellies, wither skellies, all that sort of thing as you kind of travel through. And then here you can see that we have this little stake here. It's nether brick fence, but I got a little fire underneath. We're going to be putting something very special on top of that post, and on top of this post you can see there's a different color here. This is what is this one? I always get the stained clay mixed up. This is blue, but you can see it's kind of got like a purple look to it because it's stained. But yeah, we're going to be putting player heads on these, and specifically Tango's player head, which is this color here, and then this purple or blue, whatever, is going to be mine. So yeah, you're going to kind of see our heads as you roll along, which should be cool, alongside the mobs and their display cases. And these iron bars are going to have lava flowing down. I think we did 1 or 2 of them last night. Yeah, here you guys can see what that looks like. It's pretty cool. But I want to show you this issue that we ran into because we wanted to cover these tracks. I mentioned it was important that we spawn-proof this thing, and I want to finish this out. So let me put down some of these blocks first, and I want to get the glass going all the way down this thing. And then I want to show you what kind of an issue this creates with minecarts and stairs, specifically traveling downwards. So we'll do a couple of those, and you can see it would be nice to make sure there was never pigment up here. Go away. Here, I'm going to rub this because there's stairs. That's a lot better. All right, and we'll get up here. We'll get in a minecart, and you can see we got the track kind of right here, and you probably already guessed what's going to happen, but let's go ahead and demonstrate. So we'll get in the cart here. Off we go, and boop. Oops. Yep, we're stuck. And yeah, I mean, obviously, there's not much we can do here. We're just going to run into this block, and it's in our way. So I do know of a little trick I figured out a long time ago when I kind of realized that this was an issue. A long time ago, I was creating, years. When I first started Minecraft, I realized that this was going to be an issue with covering tracks and then going downstairs. So let me just put a couple blocks in, and I just realized I need some regular rails. Hopefully I have those somewhere. Let's see. Somewhere handy. Come on now. What'd I do with them? There they are. Good. Not too far away. And we'll put some regular rails in. And a lot of you guys probably already know about this trick, but let's do this. We need to curve the track, basically, into that block. So if you kind of curve into it, which is really interesting, you can actually make it through it. Look at this. And now I'm good. I'm going downstairs. There's blocks in my face. I'm all good until I hit the bottom, until you go to straighten out here. And so I also know of a little trick for that as well, and it's pretty simple. Here, let's do it. Let's just put it in for demonstration purposes. Let's see. So it straightens out right. I don't know which one it is. I guess it would be, I think it's this one. Oh, my little tunnel back to where I collect lava here. I'm just going to put this block in temporary. This whole thing's going to be temporary because I don't think we're going to keep it. I just want to show you this little trick here. And now what we can do is take out that. I need to get rid of that redstone block here, because I don't want it powering some things. I'll grab these blocks, and we just need a couple blocks for some redstone to sit on, and put our tracks back like so. And then actually this one needs to be a detector rail, so let me go get a detector rail. All right, there we go. Detector rail in hand. We'll bring a little bit of redstone out of that, and then we're just going to lead it into a block here because we want to invert the signal like so that that sticky piston will pull that block away. And I think that's the right one. We're going to find out here in a second. I might have to move it up, but yeah, it's been a while since I've had to do this. Like I said, it's literally something that I figured out like a couple years ago. But here we go. Now we get in the minecart. Off we go. Can go down. Still in our heads are in blocks, and that retracts, and we are able to go all the way through. So that works. It works, but there's a big problem I have, and talking to Tango, he has the same problem. This little setup here, all this redstone and stuff, is absolutely ugly. It's ugly. It's not an elegant solution. I mean, I don't mind the glass above the track here like that. That's okay, but having that little mechanism there, having this little bow out of the track right there, it's pretty ugly. So I think what we're going to do, what we've decided to do for now, is we're just going to forget about the glass. We're going to leave that one in just so that we don't have Pigman accidentally getting in the cart and setting it off on its journey. Let me make sure. I got silk touch. Okay. I don't want to be wasting this glass. We're going to be using plenty of it. But we're just gonna ditch the idea for now of covering the tracks with glass. And oops, didn't mean to do that. And yeah, and then if pigmen are spawning quite a bit on these tracks and knocking people back, you know, we'll come back and revisit it. Of course, if you guys know any more elegant ways of doing this, of preventing pigmen from spawning on tracks and also being able to travel down, like I said before, down's the only problem. Going up, no problem. You can come straight into the blocks and you head up. You don't need any fancy mechanisms like I just put in to make that happen. So, you know, if you guys know how to do that in a better way than this, where it will still look good. Whoa, how did that go in lava? I heard it burn. Maybe it was just faking me out. Oh, of course, my inventory is full. We were building quite a bit, and here, let me see. I can't send. That's okay. I can get rid of these carts here. I don't want to really waste the piston. But yeah, if you guys know an elegant way to do it where it still looks good, please let me know. The best way to let me know things like this, I mentioned it last night on a live stream, is if you want to send me screenshots or ideas that you have, Twitter, guys. Twitter is the best way. Just send me a screenshot on Twitter. I see all my tweets. I don't reply to them all, of course, but I do see all my tweets. And so if you need to send me something, an idea you have for something, Twitter's the best way. It's at ImpulseSV, of course. So hit me up there. Make sure you guys are all following me there and that kind of thing. But yeah, I guess that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to tear this out, and what I want to do now is just basically finish the track all the way out to our center portal in what will be our nether fortress or nether base. So, all right, let me get all that work done, and I'll BRB. Move out of my way, pigman! Come on! Oh, man. I can already tell this might be an issue. Keep it moving. Come on, keep it moving. All right, the track is all finished, so let's take a ride. Let's see how this thing works here. And as you saw, already getting some pigman problems on the tracks, but I'm hoping that's just because we haven't finished the walls and the ceiling yet, and they're kind of wandering in from other places here in the nether. Looks pretty clear right now. That's good. And we'll go all the way down here. You can see we kind of move things around, so all that whole deal where we were showing you the different portals, that was all temporary as we mentioned last video, but this is going to be kind of where the center of the I guess hub of our base will be, and then we'll have the wings being put in going out in every direction here. And Izuma's bridge here, he said it's okay to remove that, so we'll get rid of that. But I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go about, we said before we're going to go about 32 out. I think we're going to extend that to about 40 blocks out on each side just to give some extra room for the farms so that no matter what, like if we're kind of traveling around here in the base, it won't load those chunks. Give us a little bit of buffer there as far as chunks loading and things like that. So, all right, so rode the cart down, and then let's go through here, because I think what we'll do is as we're building this fortress or base up, whatever we want to call it, we're going to need to keep a whole bunch of materials. And so I'm thinking we'll just keep them on this side of the portal. Maybe build like a temporary storage room over here. And I've already gone in here and kind of dug out some of the stained clay and stuff. We want to keep these mountains looking nice. We don't want to just tear them apart. So I kind of like just went inside the mountain and dug it from the inside out and then covered it. So it's like kind of hollowing it out. I think that's a good way to do it and make it still look good, because the inside of those those mesa mountains there, they're filled with stained clay, at least at this high of a level. So anyway, yeah, we'll probably do that in between episodes, kind of build a little tiny storage room here, keeping our stuff. And yeah, we're gonna also have to continue building these walls up, and the ceiling of this is gonna have to go on. So I don't know if that's something that Tango plans on doing in an episode of his or what. I'll talk to him. So make sure, like we said before, keep your eye on his channel as well for updates to this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.